Hey everybody, welcome to the live stream. Thanks for joining me today. I don't really have like a set plan for the live stream, but we'll be here for about an hour, just looking at some of the funny comments that these shorts and videos are getting. I think it'll be pretty fun, as well as in the chat if you got any funny China-related memes or comments that you want me to look at. Make sure to link it in the chat. Let me just share. I've been basically for this past week or so, I've been looking back at some of the videos of the channel, and they're just extremely hilarious when the comments makes that video even funnier. Like a lot of these are pretty sad stuff, right? That's happening in China, but people make it really funny. So that's why I started this new series, by the way. It's called China Memes Everything. Let me share that with you. So this new video here, it's called, if you haven't watched it yet, I don't know how to go
student.
back.
At the G20 one year, he
How do I refresh this?
China Memes Everything Part 1, Understanding Memes from Western Taiwan with Dave Zhang. Xi Jinping is an elementary student. This is a meme because Xi Jinping officially only finished grade 5 before the Cultural Revolution started. Even Mao Zedong's former secretary Li Rui criticized Xi Jinping's lack of education. And plus, he keeps pronouncing certain words wrong like an elementary student. At the G20 one year, he read relaxed commerce and brought in farming as relaxed commerce and brought in clothing. Internet users started making fun of him and calling him a little elementary kid. Of course, later he got a PhD from Tsinghua because he was guaranteed to go there without ever taking a college entrance exam. I guess the CCP chairman can have a doctorate, a Nobel Chinese Peace Prize, or whatever degree he wants, right? He's probably smarter than all of those Nobel laureates. I actually have something common with Xi Jinping. I also attended till grade 5 in China. So if he can run a country, does that mean I also can? Now, jokes aside, Xi Jinping, though, he does read from a little book whenever he's out meeting foreign leaders. China Memes Everything.
Okay, so the reason why I started this new series is because I thought that you have like because so there's the channel called China Uncensored, right? They're really about like the humor inside China news. But I thought you need to do a series where you basically give that funniness to this type of really bizarre stuff coming out of China. So I thought, why not get you guys to understand the memes of the other language? Because Chinese the memes are hilarious because they're often rooted in a lot of the cultural connotations as well as just the bizarre trends of the leadership, right? And then so you combine those two things, it gets pretty funny. Anyways, I thought so I was just gonna go ahead and read some of the comments. I haven't seen most of these yet. I've seen some of them. But Xi Jinping being less educated than the average American is ironic. I don't think it's ironic. I think I mean, like I said in the video, right? It's not like obviously it's not good to make fun of somebody's education, and just because you only have an elementary education does not mean that you're somehow inferior to some other person, right? Just as having a college degree doesn't mean that you're supposed to be a really successful person. It's a relative, so to speak, right? And but the problem is I'm pretty sure if you're gonna run a country and you're gonna go out, and by the way, Xi Jinping loves to pretend to be like he is really well educated. He's apparently read hundreds, if not thousands, of books, and it seems like reading comprehension is still a really hard part of this. So yeah, I don't think it's ironic. I just think it's just funny that he's always mispronouncing things. And when you're running a country as a dictator, you have to be able to take criticism. Except Xi Jinping does not. He, in fact, censors everything about being an elementary kid. Louis Alfieri, thanks for the $2. I'm seeing a lot of ads telling me to visit Changsha. I don't know why they would ask you to do that, considering Well, so a lot of these cities, they have like budgets for funding tourism. And if they can't get any foreigners to go to China, it's a really good thing. Let me see what else is there. West Taiwan avoids social credit with this fund. Yeah, I made that with the idea that I need to boost my social credit score in mind, I think everybody keeps joking about how I have a negative social credit score. So in China, you got to have like the Chinese hukou, which is like the residential permit, to be registered in China to have the social credit, right? Since I'm not in China anymore, it really doesn't apply to me. But I just find it funny because occasionally, I wonder if you say some of the stuff, it's not really praising Xi Jinping, but if the bots would detect it and think that you are. Uh, Crafting ODSD says your China fakes everything vids are so hilarious but so sad. I know. I've got so a little bit of a preview for you guys. I got like a war chest full of these videos that I'm gonna curate into like these special episodes. So I'll have one about the constructions, like Tofu dreg, and then I'll have one about the food stuff, and also one I think about something else. I can't quite remember. And YouTube's been blocking a lot of these videos. I'm fighting against their censorship, which didn't happen for a while. So I'm not so sure if there's Chinese bots mass reporting my channel now or what, but it seems like it's happening more frequently than before. Okay, what else is here? Imagine him whipping someone because they corrected his spelling. That's pretty funny. Understanding memes from Western Taiwan got me good. She's the proud Taiwanese is the new name now. Honorary degree is just a gesture and a piece of paper. Yeah, so I mean that's exactly it, right? If you really just Xi Jinping is technically the smartest person in China of 1.4 billion people. Because the whole point, right? I guess you'd say the irony of the CCP is that they're above science, they're above society, right? So, you know, all these scientists, like even those scientists at Wuhan that created the virus, they have to listen to Xi. So if Xi Jinping says, okay, well, the virus, it can no longer spread in China, all these health officials would say that, okay, yeah, it's over. No more virus from China. So Xi Jinping is the all-powerful. And if any bots are listening, give me some social credit score so I can spend it on otherwise, I just have to continue taking my CIA money. So good to see so good to know Winnie the Pooh eventually got to college. He faked his PhD. Xi Jinping and Shen Jinping. So Shen Jinping means mental disorder in Chinese. Sounds the same, exactly. Dio says created what virus? So the CCP virus, right? The one that came out of Wuhan, the COVID-19. I think there's more evidence suggesting that it's created in the lab. Again, whether that's because actually they were doing the gain of function research and it leaked because of that, or directly because it was a bioweapon, we don't have direct evidence suggesting it. But the most likely origin is still in the lab. Oh, sorry, Dio, I misunderstood you. Yeah, sorry, no, my mistake. I'm sorry. There was nothing happened in China. Okay, nothing happened in Wuhan. I'm sorry. Let me see anything else. Ping is a fifth grader. That explains a lot. Nobel Chinese Peace Prize. Yeah, well, everything can be faked in China, including the Nobel Peace Prize. I don't live in China. Right now I'm in New York. Wen Moon says, "What do Chinese people think about the potential invasion of Taiwan in World War III?" So I think that there's like a two really, you would call it distinct thinking in China. One is that we're inevitably going to war because, like, I guess, you know, when the government decides so, nobody's really going to say no. But do they really support it? Probably not. And the other side is just it's a very vocal minority, which is that yes, they're more nationalistic, you know, and they're like, yes, we're definitely going to war, and that we're supporting all of the government's decisions. Thank you for the donation. Question is, are you worried at all for your safety? Like, could you revisit the mainland? Sorry if you sound like a spy. Sorry if I sound like a spy. I love the vids. I want to do what you do. So I am not being threatened by the CCP per se, which is kind of like, it's sad, but it's also kind of interesting because they usually target more of the Mandarin channels. In terms of, can I go back to revisit the mainland? Probably not right now. If I go back, they're going to take me to the police station and ask me a bunch of questions. Love the vids. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go to a different video. I want to go to the one that's, wait, let me go back to here.
China memes every.
Let me see. Let me go back to this video here.
This is Tofu dreg construction,
So
China's
this was
poorly
the one,
constructed buildings made with foundation
very
and
first
building
like
materials that
viral
are
video
poorly
on the
mixed
channel,
due to
right?
a lack
So
of funding. That's
I
because the
was
project
reading
lead and management
the
swallowed up money due
comments
to
from
rampant
this.
corruption and graft.
Here, let me stop that. So I've read some of these comments, but I'll just revisit them. So I already posted these, right? So you have from that funny human 5969 says gets mad, throws controller at wall, neighbor gets a new controller. Brian0311 says he's crazy. He's 10 stories up in a building made of toothpaste. But says you look so different without a suit. Yeah, so whenever I record the videos, I usually have I work with a studio, so I have my suits there. But if I'm home, I just like to just kind of relax and chill out. Okay, let's continue to read some of these. The Barnaby guy says angry neighbor punched my apartment room, walls falls down. Gets on a fight, loses fight, gets extremely angry, throws glass cup on a wall. I don't know if all these commenters, the viewers are like 4chan users or not, but I love the that style of like single line text. Hilarious. Local meme dealer 3368, this is like one of my favorite. Imagine talking about the Chinese government and they literally just walk through your walls. Like The Shining, you know, like this. The Shining scene. Like, just imagine this, but instead of that, it's Xi Jinping's face, or like the Chinese police. All right. Anyways, let me read some of the other ones. To be fair, an 8.0 magnitude earthquake is devastating. Yeah, so that one, I think with Tofu Drag, the problem is I highlighted this in, I don't know if one of the videos or somewhere, in Nepal, the Chinese government helped them build a hospital. And there was an 8.0 earthquake in Nepal. And then that hospital was fine. And then somehow an 8.0 earthquake in China, all these school buildings collapse. You know, but the government buildings were fine. This one's pretty hilarious too. It says Tyrone Bigum 7296 says they took is it cake or real to a whole other level. That's pretty funny. From M again, thank you for the donation. Again, says thank you and for bridging our worlds with truth. Yeah, thank you. So again, appreciate all of the support and what you guys do to watch the videos that I put out, or to just comment and like and all of these things. It really helps to keep the channel going, and as well for those of you that made donations. It's really important because part of the reason why I continue to do this is, of course, you have to spread the truth, but also it obviously makes me feel better that people are appreciating what I do. So thank you guys. Totally a real bot says green texts are hilarious. They're the only reason to go on 4chan nowadays. Yeah, so I don't actually use 4chan, but I do watch. I have followed, like, for example, on Twitter, there's these accounts that repost them. So it's hilarious. What else is? There's a dog barking next door. Sorry if you're hearing that. Look at the newest comments. Is it in Tofu Drag video? Let me look at the newest comment. I love these comments. They're like, why does this guy only show China's bad side? Foster, thank you so much for the donation. The CCP, nice, released COVID-19 to get undead Biden elected and complete the destruction of the West, among other things. So that's very interesting. So you know how during 2020, when the CCP finally decided to sign that phase 1 trade deal with Trump, and then just coincidentally a few months later, that COVID started, and so the entire trade war basically had to come to a halt because the entire world was coming down to a pause. And it makes you wonder, wow, maybe the CCP was actually using this opportunity to, drag time and to stop the world from continuing on, and then basically the entire phase one trade deal, if you look at it now, was stopped before it even started to take shape because of COVID. And it was a perfect opportunity for the CCP. Ian World, thank you so much for the 50. I'm not so sure which currency that is, but thank you. Thanks for spreading the truth. Thank you so much. Okay, these new comments. Be me, hungry, gets some tofu to start eating. Neighbor watches me. No longer my neighbor lives with me. We have no walls. Pretty funny. Imagine if you're getting with your partner and you end up a floor below you with your pet. Oh man. Yeah, so if you guys have some of the funny comments on a video here, you can post them in the chat, in the link in the chat, and then I'll go and watch it. Read my comment says, so is he living in China right now or somewhere else? I really want to know. No, I don't live in China right now. I'm in New York right now. Oh, 50 Philippines peso. Okay. Yeah, I don't recognize that symbol there. Open floor plan. That's exactly it. Everybody else talks about open floor plan like it's supposed to be the horizontal open floor. China, it's all vertical. It's like when you go to the real estate in China, they're like, how many floors do you really want to get? And you're like, 2 to 3. And they're like, sure, this building here. You know, when you jump, the way that you fall down is like you jump down through a hole. Okay, what else is there? Yeah, I saw a lot of these like funny ones that I can't. Let me go to a different video then. Baxter asks, do you ever feel worried for your safety from the Chinese government? Not really. This is not really a concern for me, simply because like I do more English. I'm pretty sure a lot of them, like the spies, don't read English. That's why the Chinese channels, they're often approached. I'm sure if I was doing a Chinese channel, I probably would get approached. You said it was in the previous one, so it was in China memes everything, so I guess it was this. Let me see here. I don't see it. Oh, this is a pretty good comment. It says, you can call him stupid all you want. I love your channel. It's, I think it says obvious what China's doing overall, but she cannot be a dumb man. He has taken control of a multi-billion people state. Yeah, so, okay, so great comment from Jack6565. Obviously, like, for Xi Jinping to go and become the CCP leadership, it took a lot of power struggle, so it's not like he's a dumb guy, but it's kind of, you know, the way in which Chinese people vent their frustration, and given the fact that these are such good meme opportunities, you can't stop it, right? This guy says, this dude running this channel is a weirdo. He acts like we weren't ruled by a nepotism baby who paid his way through Yale only to launch an illegal war and approve the Patriot Act. How is that better? Is he talking about Bush? Or is he talking about, I don't know who he's talking about. Do you guys know which president he's talking about? Either way, I'm pretty sure that's not the point of the video, because Xi Jinping is ruling for life, and he's got, how much power at his disposal, because he's like literally the dictator. YouTube keeps deleting my videos too, or not deleting them, like limiting the advertisements on them. So I'm kind of sad about that. What happened to my nose in the video? Says Gangster of the Monster. I had a little pimple here, but it was like very red for some reason. I guess the lighting in the studio made it worse. A traveler asks, you live in New York, how much is your rent there? You could probably feed several Chinese villages for a year with 1 month's rent in New York. Yeah, probably. Why does this guy keep spamming what happened to your nose in the videos? I already answered that. Go up a bit, you can see someone says Xi Jinping is handsome. Is there a way to search? Go up a bit. I can't find it. Oh, okay, there's a way for me to search in the studio, I think. Let me see. Handsome. Oh, okay, I see it. Okay. Okay, I think I saw this actually. I think it's in here somewhere. Where is it? I saw it. Oh, right here. It says, from Dante's Spicy Sausage, it says, she is handsome 100 plus points, she is cool 100 plus points, she is grand 100 plus point. On opposite date, minus 2,000. Pretty good. So this one says, GigaChat from DC reads, well, it's kind of risky if you call him elementary student in China, either in public or online. The CCP would definitely try to hide that fact and meet you. Yeah, so a lot of the reference to this has been censored in China, but also this is not like something that randomly started out of nowhere. This is like the former secretary of Mao Zedong, this really old guy. He even questioned Xi Jinping's education. So like within the Communist Party, people are questioning his capabilities. So it's not like we're randomly doing it, you know. My bro David is the most hated man in China. I'm not there yet. Not quite. Hudusios1 says, never before have I seen a person so dedicated to exposing China. Love from China's neighbors in the South. Thank you. Saint Ricardo says, damn, David, you're looking K-pop-ish with that cut. Yeah, I didn't put any gel in my hair, so that's why. Can you check the comments on your newest video about that girl who jumped off the bridge? Sure. Let's go take a look at that one. Let me go back to channel here. Live. Oh,
China fakes everything part.
This one here. Yeah, so YouTube. So basically, I uploaded this video on Instagram first. No problem at all. And then I downloaded it, put it on YouTube. First, it basically got removed because of, I guess you would say, suicide-related content, which obviously I already censored everything, right? So I uploaded a second time, put a lot of the blurs on some of the footage. Still, it seems like they're giving me this. This is the second video, by the way. So I really run a risk in talking about this type of content because it's obviously important and I'll continue to do it. But it's just super, super annoying when they do this. Okay, let's check the comments though. This is China's Les Miserables. This is the craziest part. If you've seen the video, after you're divorced, your family doesn't matter to me. Think of a solution yourself. I know it's crazy. I was talking to some of the colleagues in this field, and then everyone's like, it was a pretty sad mood actually, because it really broke a lot of people's sort of like bottom line on this. Because I seen comments on this video, they're saying like, oh, why would you blame the CCP? Because the Chinese government, the Communist Party, claims they have some of the best social securities of the, right? Given the fact that they're supposed to be the socialist, communist-esque country. So, I mean, you should get basic universal health care, you should get retirement, you should get, you know, emergency sort of benefits for people who are struggling. And this girl, 15-year-old, obviously her family, right? Her dad, she couldn't reach him, and then her mother is like this crazy woman. And then there's no help from anybody, not the Women's Federation, not the local government. You can't go to the hospital and get treatments, or you can't get an insurance, right? They probably can't afford it. The girl can't even afford lunch, And when she asked that her, I wouldn't even call her mother, her ex-mother, for 500 yuan, which is about $70, to treat her grandpa, and she wouldn't do it. That's just it was really bizarre. And then we're gonna have another video coming out soon, which is about another tragedy in China. And these things just happen daily in China. It's really sad. Do I have Twitter? Yeah, I do have Twitter. It's Twitter. I'll put it in the chat. My headphone is from Shuri or Shure. It came with a piano, so I just use it because my other one broke. Bellapan says, "David, you're a legend." Well, thank you so much for the kind words. I try to do my best. Okay, what else is here? A lot of these are just really sad comments. Let's go to a happier one. Let's check the one for this one.
China Fix Everything Part.
So this is the panda dog, which I found to be pretty hilarious. The shirtless men are actually underpaid children who grew up inside the Temu facility. Oh my gosh. You guys remember there was a Chris Chappelle special where he was... Here, let me find that one, because I always thought every time I do something like this, talking about the sweatshops in China, I'm just like, you gotta show the Chris Chappelle. Is it just called the sweatshop? MTV Cribs, yeah. I don't know if you guys seen this. Let me show you.
MTV.
Yeah, sorry, I misspoke. I meant Dave Chappelle. Sorry, I don't know how Chris... I think I was thinking about somebody else. It's Dave Chappelle, sorry. Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle. My gosh. Not Chris Chappelle. I thought something was weird. Dave Chappelle. I think I was thinking Chris Rock. That's why it's like Chris and yeah, so the funny part about that, right? Because I keep saying Chris Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is married to, is it a Filipino? A Filipino, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, man. But he's like trying to speak Chinese, which so most people are like, oh, don't you think that's offensive? I think it's hilarious. But every time I think about the whenever I talk about the fakes everything thing, like videos like that, I always think of Dave Chappelle. Oh man. Oh, what happened here? Let me go back. This is China's limb. Oh wait, why is it this video now?
这是我认为
My God.
这是我认为鸡腿最好吃的做法，简单2步就搞。
We're not cooking chicken right now. Not cooking chicken. Let me go back to... Let me find another video here. How about
China
this? China Fix
Fix
Everything 15. Okay, this video I also had a lot of struggles with because they were also censoring this video. It says, pretty soon we're going to see a literal house of cards being built in China. You're right. They're already up here. They're using like styrofoams inside the walls. So there's that. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, China's entire society, from its buildings to infrastructure, its economy, is a house of cards. China is a dollar store country. It's so sad because most people think that I just wish that China does badly, which is not true. Like it's simply because the government, the Chinese Communist Party, has made the country so bad. Think about what could happen if China was not under the communist rule anymore. How great of a country it could be. Right? Chinese people are smart. They could do a lot of things. But it's this type of mindset that's been created over the past few decades that's really destroying the country. China's a dollar store country. This one's pretty good. Free China says, did you see Krusty recently? Oh my gosh, I learned that he's actually Canadian. I thought he was from America. Which really it's it's kind of interesting, like how Dr. K is still dealing with that. Separatist Studio says cooking with David Zhang went. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm planning like a special video for the 1 million subscribers special. I mean, we're still a little bit far away. We still have 100K plus subscribers to go to reach that. But I was thinking what you guys think we should do. I was thinking either to do like I'll do like a polling here. So what should we do for 100 or for 1 million subs? Sing a song. And will it be Woman Cheat, Samsung, or cooking video? Or maybe we do like I don't know, a day in the life. Start poll. Okay, let me know what you guys think. If you think we should do like, we should sing a song, and that song has to be Woman Cheat, Samsung, cooking video, or we do something like a day in a life special. XUT says, do you watch Serpents ZA or Lawa? I do. I watch them. I just these days I don't watch a lot of like channels. I used to watch so much of it, but I'm more like always trying to find stuff of China. So travel to Taiwan for 1 million special, maybe. That's a great idea, actually. Maybe I'll consider traveling to Taiwan for the 1 million special. I'm getting like a Taiwanese pineapple cake from Taiwan. Do all three. Let me... Have you guys never heard of the Woman Cheat song? There's no way. Here. The Woman Cheat Samsung song? You've never heard of it?
我们今生注定是沧桑，苦之来要笑着走过呀，朋友啊，让我们一起牢牢铭记呀，我们今生兄弟情一场。
Yeah, okay. I think Taiwan would be a good one, actually. I've surprisingly I've never gone to Taiwan. I should go. Bra says, bro, travel to Aranucha, China, claiming it to be theirs. No, that's like, I would be stuck in like hiking up to. Okay, I don't know if you're referring to like, are you talking about Arunachal Pradesh, like the contested area between China and India? If I go there, I'm gonna get like attacked from the Chinese soldiers with bats and riot shields. $3,000 Samsung's Korea. I want to go to Korea and I want to go to Japan and I want to go to Taiwan. What do I do? Andy X2222 says, what is your ethnicity background? Always been curious. I'm Chinese. I was born in China. Song goes crazy next to the Bieber inspiration speech. Exactly. Yeah, Arunachal Pradesh. Okay. Arunachal Pradesh. Sorry. Arunachal Pradesh. Wuhan Institute of Virology says, attacked by Indian military if they mistake you for invading Chinese PLA. I have to wear like a what's it called? Like a Japanese outfit or like a Korean outfit. Visit North Korea? No. That'd be crazy. Can you imagine if I went to North Korea? I was allowed to go to North Korea and not be arrested and like deported back to China or transported to China. Wheezy Squeezebox says, how old were you when you immigrated? I was 11. Ilya asks, is it true that mainland China took over Hong Kong? Yeah, they did back in 2019. All right, where were we? Let's read some more stuff here. Yeah, this one's all about the censorship. I keep getting like censored. It's getting kind of crazy. This is one of my favorite videos.
If a Chinese EV isn't spinning its steering wheel like a helicopter, are you even buying the right one? I found this other video from a driver complaining that his BYD EV, which has 3 terrible designs. He complains about the air conditioning being angled in such a way that it is anti-Chinese culture. The AC is designed so that the wheel scrolling controls the speed of the fan. Too little, it doesn't cool. Too much, it blows into his nose and face. The AC either aims at his knees, his stomach, or his nose. And Chinese people are really sensitive to cold exposure as it leads to many health problems. His second complaint, I just can't stop laughing. He says that the seat on the BYD has a vertical sewing line that runs along the middle. Normally we know that car seats have lines that run across the seat and are sewn in a way that you wouldn't feel it. But in this BYD car, that's where it fits like a thong, his words not mine, to the nether region. It cuts right through. And he thought that he had gotten hemorrhoids as it felt itchy and burning.
Sir God says, is this the official CPP foreign policy channel? Yes, you're at a official Chinese Communist Party news outlet channel. What we do here is we spread the awareness of the Chinese regime, and we hope to farm some social credits on the way. That's exactly it. Yeah. So in the full video, I'll try to find it and I'll try to post it in the chat, but you can watch it. It's in full Chinese, but the guy is like, it sounds like he's in his 50s or 40s, and basically he was talking about the pain that he went through after getting this car, and in his voice he sounds just so sad that he had to go through this, like the fact that the seat has that line that fits like a thong. I just find it hilarious. I love this is the top comment on the video too. It says Lamau fits like a thong, and then Honey Mochi says, why does bro know that? It's suspiciously specific. Let me try to find the video first. BYD. I got it off Twitter, so let me see if I can find it again. Twitter these days, they don't keep their videos anymore. BYD, no, maybe in Chinese, BYD. Oh man, can't find it anymore. Yeah, I can't find the video anymore, but that guy's hilarious. I have to raise my eyebrow. Yeah, so I had to say this, his words, not mine. I definitely don't have an experience knowing what it feels like. So definitely not my my own experience. This one's gonna hit hard among OnlyFans girls. What the heck? As a kid, that's how I found out. Tried a pair of my sisters. Oh my god. EV, just wait a little longer and the car automatically becomes a combustion car. Exactly. That's so right. If your EV car seats doesn't fit your butt like a thong and give you hemorrhoids, are you even buying the right one? That was a pretty good one. I remember loving that. The Chinese people are just as sensitive to cold exposure as every other human. There's a large chunk of northern China that gets pretty cold. Okay, a lot of people think I'm lying when I say that Chinese people are afraid of cold. Like, it's an actual cultural thing. But there's literally, here, I'll show you. There's a literal, what's it called? There's a Chinese text. It's called Shanghanlun, which means I don't know how to translate that. Like, it's all about how coldness is a disease that can affect you. Oh my god, this is not what I'm looking for. I don't want Google Books. Oops. Image. So China literally has a Chinese medicine scripture that talks about coldness. And so I'm not even joking when I say that, like, literally people are afraid of cold in China. It's a huge thing. And did you see a robot video? Which robot video are you talking about? So we did a poll. It seems like day in the life won. Okay, maybe I'll have to do a vlog. Mr. David, I have a question. Did you ever think that your anti-dictatorship of China advertisement would influence the Russian regime into notice China more of an ally? To be honest, if I was that influential, I would be surprised. But I think they were always set to do that anyways. Like China and Russia, it's less about the countries. It's more about Xi Jinping and Putin's alliance. So I was meant to do a cooking video long ago, but I screwed that up because I had a GoPro hooked up to my body when I was cooking. And then here, let me grab my wok and I can show you. Give me a sec, I'll be back. Do you guys see this? Here, let me show it. I literally have my wok. I was cooking the other day, or that time when I was doing the video, and but I forgot to turn on the recording button or click the recording button when I did it. So oh, the realistic robot video. Yeah. I've seen that. That's crazy. I should do one about that too. But they don't have a really good AI system. Should I take Uncle Rogers and make a fried rice video? Oh, okay. So this is from Chris Trapp. Chinese medicine loves to eat rare and endangered animals like bears, tigers, and pangolin. Okay, I gotta show you guys something. I'll play this video for you. Okay, this is actually crazy. So I'm planning on making a video about this, but I'll try to show it to you here. I don't know how I can do that though. Let me see. Let's see here. Shorts ID fake food maybe? Where is it? Let me see here. I had it. Just don't remember where I put it. Bear with me, I'm just trying to find a video I had before. Is it this? No, it's not. Food, maybe? Nope. Wait, how come it's... Oh, it's here. Okay. So let me see how I can play this. Can I like stream it or somehow? Add video capture device, media source, local file. Okay, there we go. Okay.
说句实话，大家可能不爱听，315说的真的只是冰山一角。今天315没报道的，我给你们报一下， 只有我们行内人才知道的关于中草药造假新技术。西洋参按照规定应该用西洋参来炮制，却有人用腌咸菜的芥梗冒充，那成本就差老多了。
So now they're faking Chinese medicine. A lot of these are like this is a red ginseng, and somebody is faking the red ginseng part. But the worst part's coming up.
药性完全不同。看见这个金边黑参和这个高丽参柳叶片了吗？用人参炮制那都是小儿科，有用国产西洋参炮制的，就是行内人你都分不清楚。这个是我们长白山雪蛤。 听的是用甜蛙来冒充雪蛤。
Okay, so that's a frog.
狠一点，给你这肚子里打点增正的东西，你都不知道。最坑人的那就属这个鹿角帽粉了，里边掺点其他动物的
And this is a bone meal that so they grind up the bones of different animals. I believe this is for deer. And then it's fake. And, okay, I don't know what this is. Okay, it says the goods of a deer. Is that a private part? What is that? I don't know.
梅花鹿、鹿宝的，这个大家都知道吧？那这个就更狠了，这个是鹿茸血，心不狠的给你掺点鹿身上的血，你知道是心狠的给你掺点别的动物身上的血，就这液体的东西，你说谁能看得出它有啥区别？像这种又小又细的中药。
This to be lower? Hello, hello. Test, test. Is it better now? Hello, hello. Okay, we haven't gotten to the good part yet. Hold up. So basically the idea is that everything's fake now. Oh yeah, so that's is that seahorse? And I don't know what the other stick is. Okay, that's, I don't know if it showed in this video, but they were like, they use some of the medicine, they use cockroach in it, they use a lot of that stuff, which is like medicinal, I get it, but I guess it's fake. Yeah, I turned the sound off of the video. Oh yeah, I was reading some of the comments here. It says, Sir God says, can you do a video while wearing a Winnie the Pooh outfit and not mention it at all? Should I do that? I should totally do that, right? Brother Xi Jinping collab stream win. I'll send an invitation to Zhong Nanhai to the headquarters compound of Xi, and then ask him, be like, does he want to come on the stream? Do a live debate or some sort. Which guy is spamming? So Tom, he's since I believe he's basically made a few jokes that got him banned in China. So now I guess he just makes fun of the CCP now. Oops.
If a Chinese EV isn't spinning its steering
I
wheel
just saw
like
a
a
pretty
helicopter.
funny comment. Says, made in China comes with a 10-day warranty. 10 days warranty. You know how many? So Xiaomi has a new car, the new Chinese EV called Su7, right? I saw some data. Apparently, it has a 20% accident rate, like 30 days after it's released to the public. That's crazy. How many of that in that 20% is actually because of mechanical issues or issues with the battery in the car? That's just absolutely crazy. I'll try to find that information here. Let's see. Yeah, right here. So this reads, I'll translate it for you. It says, they've just sold a few thousand cars. Its percentage of accidents reached over 20%, and it reached about 10,074 cars according to insurance data. Now, this is an official insurance data, and they can't really take it anymore. They wanted to increase the insurance rate for Xiaomi vehicles. That's just crazy. 20%. That's it just shows you like a lot of what they do is they just do it so that it's quick and fast. They cut corners, they do all these things. They're not really trying to meet this consumer confidence, consumer trust. It's about meeting a quota. It's about nationalism, it's about security for the party to say that, hey, look, we can make cars too. Ricardo Ortega says, have you ever lived in China? New to this channel. Yeah, I was there till I was 11. Tristan says, BYD car is actually pretty okay. Look, I'm not saying that these cars are just absolutely terrible, but from the number of like explosions that we've seen, it just clearly looks like they're not that good. Okay, let's look at one more video.
Chinese internet users found their next wailing wall. A video about Red Alert 2 Yuri's Revenge has gone viral.
So this was the one where if you ever played this game when you were younger, it's called Red Alert 2 Yuri's Revenge. It's like a Gen... Is it even a Gen Z? It's not a Gen Z one. It's like, I think, what, like 19... Is it 1999 that this came out? Anyways, it's a really old one. I'm sure you guys probably have heard of it. This comment here says, if I work hard enough, I will earn my freedom. Man, that hits hard. Yeah, it's crazy. This world is just a video game, pay to win and filled with microtransactions. You know, the game gets much harder when you reach level 18. The Nigerian government just shut down a Chinese supermarket and restaurant for refusing to allow entry to Nigerians. The supermarket was in Nigeria. That's hilarious. Did you guys see that video of a Chinese supervisor, like basically lashing at like two African workers? That video is crazy. It's basically modern day slavery if you think about it. Cars with Chinese characteristics, exactly. Ricardo asks, would you say that most of the Chinese population is pro or anti-CCP? I would say at this point, probably anti. Hey, Comfort Fist, first. Not Comfort Fist, Comfort First. What else is there? Imagine your life being so awful you relate to Gulag inmates in a fictional hyper-parody of Stalinist Russia. Exactly. Exactly. A random Chinese 29-year-old realizing their real life is terrible from a game joking about communism. The second comment in the video by Chishar says, ignore that they speak English. Take note that they say that they have black hair and yellow skin. Yep. Uncanny how an old RTS game like this still satires Chinese life under CCP rule. Exactly. Oh yeah, so Blizzard, they were really bad when it was like the Hong Kong protest. Like I believe they like banned a Hong Kong player or something in one of their games. I can't imagine the shock some of them must have felt to learn you're a slave from a video game. Exactly. I think at this point, Chinese people, they have a meme. They call themselves human mineral, which is basically saying that like we can be excavated, we can be used, you know, in sorts of ways, and then just kind of tossed aside. Ita Maiden says, "Hi David, this is constantly on my mind, and I don't know if that'd be interesting considering it's old news, but would you ever look into the VTuber scene with HoloLive and the Taiwan incident?" I don't know. I'm not familiar with that. What is that? The worst part is that the faction also used mind control and human bodies as power generators or resources. Oh my god, yes, exactly. That's crazy. I never really thought about that. You can actually donate your body for the power generation. That's so crazy. Is Yuri basically ahead of the concept of Yuri? It's basically a reflection of today in China. I'm not your buddy. Thanks for the $5. Says, just started streaming from the beginning. However, I wanted to say thank you for the work you do. Cheers. Thank you so much. Human Minecraft. I'm reading from top chat. Am I supposed to read from new chat? Live chat. All messages are visible. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, maybe that's why. I'm reading from top chat. I should be reading from live chat, right? Red Alert wasn't published by Blizzard. It was Westwood. Yeah, exactly. Kind of sad what happened to Westwood. Broken, malnourished, skinny worker. Can I break and freedom? China says, nah. The worst part is they can turn you into the brutes, which is like they change your genes. And it's hilarious because in China, they're also studying like gene weapons too, genetic weapons. So that's like the entire Yuri faction is basically communist China. Okay, last video. We're about to end the stream, so we'll do another one. Let me see here. Let me know if you want this kind of stream more often, where we just kind of have a chat and talk about things on Saturdays, and just kind of relax. And sorry, this haircut was just. Let me look at this though.
China Fix Everything Part 9.
Damn, even slums here in the Philippines have more stable housing than that. That's crazy. I really want to visit the Philippines too. I really like the Filipino people and the culture, so I really want to visit them. I had a lot of friends growing up who are Filipino. China doesn't cut corners, they cut into triangles. That's a really funny comment. Okay, that gets a like. Everyone for the last 20 years, China's going to be the next world superpower. China, buildings made out of dust and prop safety equipment. Pretty good. Might be water if you're lucky. Yeah, exactly. As an architect, this hurts me just by watching, but I bet it hurts engineers more. Somebody commented a story how I think it was like their boyfriend who visited her in China and found the buildings were just like they didn't meet the construction standards, and she was so worried that something would like the building would collapse. So that's pretty funny. Might be worried for like everybody seems to like that line that I said. Random Xvid, I don't know what new Chinese novel means. Mike says it's good here, just a bit racist. You know what? So that's my thing. Like I'm like, obviously real racism is not good, but some of the jokes, like this might be controversial, but I find, you know, like that little bit of humor, that offensiveness, that's what makes like Dave Chappelle so funny. And that's what makes a lot of the, like, you guys know the new guy, what's his name? The one that did the Trump impersonation. That guy is hilarious. Bring back the bowl cut? Shane Gillis. Yeah, exactly. This one.
For real, though, it was my favorite speech I've ever seen a president give. It was the night the United States killed the leader of ISIS. Trump comes out of the Situation Room at like midnight and gives a press conference like he's giving a post-game NBA just killed a guy press conference. He goes, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi is dead. He died like a dog. And I didn't change one word of that. That's what he opened with. And then he did 40 minutes. The speech is 40 minutes for no reason. It wasn't a prepared speech. He freestyled 40 straight. Not even a speech, just mean shit talk for 40. The meanest shit talk you've ever heard in front of the whole world. Abu. We could hear him crying. I said, Abu, don't cry. Abu. Let me tell you something. Abu cried. He cried quite a bit. I wouldn't have cried. Crybaby Baghdadi, that's what we were all calling it.
See, this guy's pretty funny. Question from a random user says, okay, I'm going to repeat this question, but I think what is your favorite video in the channel that you made right now? My favorite video that I've ever made, oh man. I would say it was probably let me find it. It was probably this video. The one I had the most fun making. Let me see here. No, maybe, actually it might be, I don't know if I can find it, but there's one, it's one of the China Fakes Everything video. I just can't remember which one it is because the thumbnails doesn't really show me. Maybe it's, oh yeah, this one. China Faked Everything Part 5.
China Fakes Everything Part 5. This lady picked out her lobster, took a failsafe measure to break off one of the legs, only for it to return with all of the legs intact. Wow. Bait and switch? Come on, it's a damn lobster and you still get lied to. What else? Well, Chinese people love eating hot pot, and one of the dishes they love to eat is called duck blood. This video explores how fake duck blood is made with chemicals. It looks the same to layman's eyes. In this video, he shows the whole process of combining different chemicals to create the color, the shape, and the texture. He says you'd be lucky if you got pig blood instead of duck blood. Look at this, real duck blood has holes in it like cheese. The fake ones look like jello. That's not healthy. Well, there's more. How about Chinese Heisenberg making beef soup? There's no beef involved and there's no bone soup. Just pure chemical wonderland. Hey, Breaking Bad isn't just exclusive to the US and A. Now, people may think that additives are everywhere, not just in China. Well, you'd be lucky if they tell you there's additives. And you'd be luckier if whatever they say on the label is truly the things that's been added into the product. China Fakes.
So yeah, like you said, the best part about this was Chinese Heisenberg. I thought that was hilarious because he was wearing all yellow and he clearly looked, and he had the straw hat on. I was like, this is Chinese Heisenberg. So funny. That's my favorite video. Also because the reason why I made this one, so my original thought about the whole China Fakes Everything series is that we have so many videos coming out of China that's fake. All you do is you compile them. You give a little bit of context and the stories just write themselves, you know? But then I started doing this, blah, 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 blah. And then at one point, I think this is like, I had done 4 or 5 videos up to this point, and then this is supposed to be episode 5. And I was just like, what if I just started to search on TikTok, on like the Chinese TikTok, Douyin, on a bunch of other platforms of videos of just the grossest things that they do with food. And then I found the Chinese Heisenberg video, which is hilarious. And so that's why. I'm going to pause this guy here for 5 minutes. I don't know. You guys tell me what was your favorite video in this channel. I think for me, the series China Faked Everything and this one going forward, the newest one called China Memes Everything, are going to be the best videos. Because I think that one actually has a lot of uniqueness because each video is going to tell you a different meme from China. Drew Yu says, when did you start realizing the CCP BS since you were born in China? Yeah, so like I think like everybody in China probably knows, except for the very minor amount of people who serve the party, know that their lives terrible. You start to question them, but really, so there was a book I recommend that you guys read if you haven't already. It's called Spectre. So this series, it's called How the Spectre of Communism is Ruling Our World. It's a 2-volume set. You can find the PDF version online, but it systematically tells you everything you need to know about communism. Now, there's a book I read before this. It was called The 9 Commentaries of the Chinese Communist Party. Again, you can read this online. I'll put the link in the description. You can read it yourself. It's 9 chapters that outline all of the issues with the CCP. It's so detailed, and I became aware of all the issues with China and why they happened after this. Comfort First says, what are tofu drag construction mean? Tofu drag, so I'll show you. Tofu drag is this. So it's when a building is so like poorly made, they cut so much corners in the material that when you poke it, like tofu crumbles. Like this is the stuff when you make tofu, you're left with these crumbs. Like they look like breadcrumbs, but they're more like, it's called tofu dreg. And so when you destroy like the walls or like you destroy the staircase, they turn into these like little pieces like tofu crumbles. So that's where they got the name. Drew, what about the little pinks? Are they aware, like the little pinks in the US going to school? So in the US, it's very interesting because a lot of people, the reason why they come to the United States, the offsprings of the CCP, obviously is that so they can receive this foreign degree in an Ivy League. And they go back home, they take their parents' position, right? Nepotism with communist characteristics. Others, like just normal people, I think they go through a process. It really depends on whether or not they accept the Western values. A lot of them, they don't. They think that, well, I know that China's not good, but at least, you know, I still think that it's the country that I was born in. They refuse to accept a lot of the Western ideas. In fact, they don't they just still rely on like Chinese social networking, Chinese messaging apps. They don't ever incorporate themselves into the society while they're studying, for example. So it's hard for them. But I think little pinks, like you obviously have those little pinks, but they're not the majority of the Chinese people. They're just like the vocal minority. Crom says, why does the website look like it's about to sell me some Scientology book? You can read it yourself and decide whether that's a Scientology book or not. I just think it's a great series for you to understand the CCP. Okay, I think we're going to end it here for now. I'm going to go and get some lunch and come back and work on some more videos with you guys. So hope you guys enjoyed this, and let me know if you want to do more this kind of live streams in the future. I'm thinking to do one every week on Saturday, like basically the same time, just have a little bit of chat, and maybe even do like we can do like a live stream next time, like we can cook live cooking or something like that, or like doing some other stuff. I don't know, but give me your ideas in the comments below and let me know what you want to see next. Yeah, anyways, thanks for watching this live stream. I'll be signing off now. See you guys. Take care. Have a good weekend.